Welcome back to our Peanut Gallery. I'm Jolene,
I'm Joseph.
and this is our chaos.
Before we start, we should apologize. We've been kind of absent. We haven't been as consistent lately because we've both been feeling kind of crappy all week. So, just in case they are regular viewers and they're wondering where's their gratitude journal, whatever, we've been feeling like crap.
But rest assured, we're grateful for something every day.
Yes. We write it down, but we might not do the video because...
We even make our kids do it.
Yeah. So, today's topic is going to be, I guess, my insecurity, paranoia. They kind of blend together, I guess. And how it affects the relationship, what I'm trying to do to overcome it, what she does to help me and deal how she, on her side of it, I guess. Is that a way to put it? Yeah, that works.
Sure.
Because I've always been honest about my insecurity. I mentioned in past videos there how paranoid I am and worried.
Explain things like exactly how.
How I'm worried?
Yeah, like different ways.
I worry about, like, logically speaking, my brain knows that's nothing to be worried about. But that paranoid part and insecure part of my mind, like, if I see you talking to somebody, sometimes even a female, like, I'll see her talking to somebody, and in my mind I'm thinking, like, it's only a matter of time before she talks to somebody and realizes this person's a better fit for me, or better for me, or just a better person, I guess, than him. And in my mind, it's only a matter of time before she meets that person, tosses me aside, and that's the stuff that goes on in my head. And trust me, it's not fun having that stuff in your mind.
Especially during sexual intercourse.
Yeah. That's the retroactive stuff mostly.
Still.
But, yeah. Like jealous of stuff. Like jealous of nonsense. And I did meet with a new therapist 2 days ago. What's today?
Oh, I've been sick, so I have no sense of time.
Monday of this week. Excuse me. I met with a new therapist, went over my issues. I was there almost an hour and a half. And I am hopeful they can help me. It's going to be one-on-one. It's going to be in person. But they asked me some of the same things that you asked me, like examples, stuff like that. And one of the things I'm paranoid about and jealous about, I guess, is I think I told you already. It didn't dawn on me till I told the therapist. I don't worry so much about physical cheating. Like I said, I don't see you doing it. I don't see you doing it. My mind is worried more about the emotional cheating because, as odd as it may sound, emotional cheating can be very intimate, if that makes sense.
There's 5 different types of intimacy.
Yeah. Like, and I worry about that. Like, we've talked about this before. She'll show me, we're looking for wedding stuff. Well, she's looking at wedding stuff a lot, especially where she's been sick the last few days. Balloons, everything you can think of, she's looking for it. And she'll, oh, this one's nice. Like the backdrops. We're getting backdrops. But anyway, for pictures for the wedding. But she'll show me something. It's like, oh, that's pretty. And I'll notice messages at the top of the screen. Like, and of course, my mind starts going to different scenarios. Like, but I know, like I said, logically speaking, I know I don't have to be worried about it. Because let's be honest, there has been a couple guys that hit on you since we got together, and you've told me. You've been honest about it. Sorry, the dog's licking. But like we've talked about it before, every time I see them, I wonder, is there someone flirting with her, someone coming on to her? And I don't like having this stuff in my head all the time. Because it does make for a stressful day. Like, even if I don't tell you, it stresses me out just having it there because it's festering inside. And the stress it probably causes you when we do talk about it.
Because you really should be writing it down in his journal.
Yeah. Like, you've been really upfront with me. Like, we're not going to name any names, but you had that past boyfriend who did ask you to go to a motel and you said, no, I'm with somebody. Like, and you told me about it right away. So I know logically I shouldn't worry because, like I said, I don't see you. I can't picture you physically betraying me, I guess, if that makes sense. I just can't see it, but I'm also scared of the emotional stuff. And I'm hoping, very hopeful, that my new therapist will be able to help me deal with that stuff. Like, everybody's out to betray me stuff that goes on in my head. I don't want to say, some people say, oh, people think everybody's out to get me. Because that to me implies people are sitting around plotting how to get somebody. I just mean out to hurt me, like everyone's gonna hurt me, I guess.
No trust in anyone.
Yeah. That's a big part of my issue, which I did mention to my new therapist. And just the stuff that goes on in my head, just... And it's exhausting. Always worrying, like, is today going to be the day? Is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? And like I've talked about before, I believe on my old channel, where we live in the age of cell phones. Everybody's on their cell phones and stuff like that. And even though I know what you're doing, I still worry, is she messaging someone else when I'm not in the room or whatever? Like, because shit happens. Like I said, you'll show me your phone. Like, oh, look how cute this is. And I'll see a message and I'll go to the bathroom, go to cook supper, come back, it's gone. And then my paranoia, even though it's probably something stupid.
He's more concerned about my messages than I am, really.
Yeah, I'm right paranoid about it. And it puts a strain on yourself. The one being paranoid and having those thoughts. Puts a strain on your partner and the relationship. So that's something I need to work on to get rid of, because I don't want to go through the rest of my life worrying and distrusting people. If the dog's in a loving mood. The dog's always in a loving mood.
He's a loving dog.
But
he's an emotional support dog.
Yes.
He should be licking you, not me.
He's my emotional support dog.
I've just known him longer.
Yeah. So, is there anything you'd like to, like, from your side?
Oh, let me tell you, knowing that you're not going to do something and you have your significant other is very important in any relationships for that trust aspect.
Sorry.
And it's really hard. But I also believe the best love is the one worth going through those torments and whatnot, because it shows to your significant other that you care. Yes, we're going to have and have had our rough times and whatnot. And I put him in his place. Like, it drives me absolutely insane that he doesn't trust me, because that's one of the most important aspects in any relationship. It's not, but I have more of an understanding because of what I went through myself. I wasn't as bad as that. No, I can honestly say that. But I direct him. I tell him to write it in his journal, even though he doesn't necessarily listen.
But with that being said, you understand, like,
I have knowledge.
a lot of people would get mad.
Oh, don't say I don't get mad.
Well, I mean,
get frustrated
all the time mad. But where you understand, you're more open to talk about it. And, like, as an example, like, sometimes it'll get the best of me. I'll mention that message on your phone. And she'll show me your phone. It's from some group you're in. Like, the spiritual one. It doesn't matter what the name of it is. It's a spiritual group. And, like, so, like I said, logically, my mind knows that's most likely what the message is. I'm being licked now. But it's still like, what if? Because
it's that gray area you like to live in.
Yeah, we've talked about, like, you're an attractive woman. And you've told me yourself, you've had guys hit on you your whole life. Which is understandable, because guys can be pigs. Like, let's just be honest. I'm a guy, but
I've had women hit on me too. It's not my thing.
It's like, I told her, like, say if a guy comes on to her that she knows, and, like, he doesn't know you're in a relationship. And I'm in a relationship. Like, I'm with somebody. Oh, okay, I understand. Like, that to me is respectful. Like, I understand that because they didn't know. But it's the ones I worry about that don't give a shit that someone's in a relationship.
Even though there's no need to worry about that, because that just more evidence for his brain to say she's not trustworthy, even though I myself have never done anything to cause these thoughts, this suspicion. These are all I'm getting convicted for what other people have done.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say I convict you. I'm worried it's going to happen.
But that's conviction.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily set in stone, but you're convinced that you have a thing to worry about, right?
For the record, we meant to put the dog out of the room before we started and forgot.
Yeah, he's not coming, causing any problems.
Sorry about that. That hurt. But we both know that my insecurity needs to be dealt with. And thankfully, I did finally get into the Valley Health place I was trying to go to.
Even though it's useless. I hope it works for you.
That kind of ruins all the hope I have when they say stuff like that. Because I'm very hopeful that it's going to help me.
It may help you. One in a few.
Yeah. Because they help. That's where I went for my OCD stuff, and they helped me there. That's where it was.
You still have it.
Yeah, but they helped me with the compulsions part. Not the... Like I said, they never mentioned
When
my
you're
intrusive
compulsed
thought
to continue to ask me about the same questions 1,000 different ways, that's a compulsion.
We know we're not the only relationship in the world that deals with one or the other, or both partners deal with insecurity. So...
Oh God, no.
I wanted to do this video to be open and admit my insecurity and how deep it goes. Like, I get jealous over the littlest things, and hopefully, as I gradually overcome my insecurity, do videos talking about how I did it. Because not everybody has the luxury of going to therapy. Not everybody has that luxury and stuff, so when I overcome it, I could tell you exactly what I did. The paperwork, the form, everything I have to do help someone else out there to overcome it and help their relationship as well. Because it makes a relationship very stressful for both parties. Like, it's stressful for her because I get insecure and stuff, but it's stressful for me because that shit's in my head all the time. And it's no way to live at all. Especially if you really care about the person, you want a future, you got to deal with your insecurity.
You do.
And
they have to have an understanding. And if they're anything like me, where I can get quite blunt, straightforward, and tell them what I exactly think at that particular moment. It's rapture and repair is the best way when it comes to stuff like that. He's not, the way I see it, he's not out there to actually harm me. That's not what he's doing. So I wouldn't call it abuse or anything like that. It's his insecurities.
My brain is trying to
protect
me from that next betrayal. That there's no evidence it will come, but my brain's doing it anyway. I think in a way my brain wants me to just be alone, because no matter who I get with, they're gonna say, well, not they, my brain is gonna say they're gonna betray you. It's gonna happen. Like, does my brain just want me to be alone for the rest of my life? Like, I don't want that.
That's why you gotta... Your mind is a jail, and you got to stop thinking. In reality, you can have thoughts. It's just putting the emotional value forth to those thoughts.
Good doggy.
I have thoughts all the time that are just there. It doesn't mean I put... No, that's yours. I don't put value forth to it. I just let it go.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Honestly, for the video, because we always swore we'd be open and honest with each other, not long before we started doing this. Honest and open. Has there been a time since we got together you ever got a little bit worried or insecure or jealous?
Yes.
Really?
Yep. When your mind goes off and does its thing, I still have those thoughts sometimes. Like, it's not that...
Why does that make you insecure, though?
It doesn't make me insecure. It's
or
acting
jealous.
upon it or putting the value forth or letting it ruin a thing is what does it. You can still... Even secure people have insecure moments.
Like, when we first got together, when I went to visit my kid, because I'm divorced, I'd go over to the house because it was easier, and right down the road I'd walk up, but I'd leave as soon as my ex-wife got home from work, and you never once got jealous or paranoid or.
Why should I? She left you.
I know, but I'd still be paranoid. That's me.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not you.
Yeah, like stuff like that, like.
Just get this. I was in a relationship for like 8 years, and he was cheating on me with man and woman.
That's true.
I didn't put...
I wasn't there.
I didn't even put thought towards it. And when there's a time that I know he actually did do it when I was in Halifax. At Pride. Woohoo! Not that I support my Pride people.
Me too.
So... Have you been keeping up on your journal and stuff?
My mind's weird.
Most mine.
I told my therapist, well, not my therapist, the one I met with the other day in a new therapy place.
Mm-hmm.
Like I explained to you, I've explained to her, like from my old therapist, the YouTube videos, the research, I have all this stuff in my head to help me during moments, but once those moments hit, everything's gone out of my head. Like I haven't been writing in my journal as. Yeah. Everything's out of my head that could help me calm it down, I guess. Or, what's the word I'm looking for? Challenge it. That's the word I'm looking for.
Has there been times when I've tell you to write it in your journal?
Yes.
And why don't you? You're not on trial.
Because sometimes I should, but there's other times I think where something will happen and I will think, I have a right to be kind of concerned here. So telling me to write in my journals kind of seems like I'm being told your feelings don't matter, let it go.
Actually, that is not what it...
No, that's what my mind tells me.
But that's not what it means. It means you have it back, so when you get out of that state, you can look through it and...
But it was something at that moment I think I need to talk to you about, because say it is something that I have a right to question. Writing in my journal is not going to find out the answer, I guess. I mean, yes, I should be writing in my journal.
How do you know?
Because sometimes it's only something you could tell me, like, that was not what you think it was, or whatever.
But hasn't there been times that that incidents happen and you believe that it's something I could tell you, and regardless whether I told you, you still don't get the answers you want? Because your mind's going to go... He lives in the gray area, the what ifs. The what ifs that possibly could happen but doesn't happen, and doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen. Apparently
that's anxiety, where you spend your brain spends its time in the future. And depression's when you live in the past. Mm-hmm. So I think all of that contributes to my insecurity. Well, that's kind of the childhood conditioning.
I also think genetics too.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to doing a video where I could tell you how I overcame my insecurity, how it affects our relationship for the better. Forward
when you get to do that video.
Looking forward to it.
Good.
I know it's not going to be a quick fix. Trust me, I wish it was, but if it was, the therapist wouldn't get much work.
You got to free your mind.
And your ass will follow. Wasn't that a song? Free your mind and your ass will follow.
No, your ass wasn't part of it, you fool.
Really? That's what I always sang when I heard it.
Free your mind and the rest will follow.
Ass sounds better.
Nope.
I love that though. I love that song. Just I always thought they were saying ass.
Pervert.
So, before we get to our gratitude, if you're watching this video, you're in a relationship, and either one of you suffers from insecurity, let us know how you deal with it. Anything to do with insecurity, we want to hear about it. If you can relate, if you've overcome it, that'd be great too. Let us know how you overcame it, or what your partner did to help you overcome it as well. Because it takes two to make a thing go right. Anyway.
No, it doesn't take two to make a thing go right. That's a lie.
Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock says it does. It's really warm in here. So, what are you grateful for today? I got mine already.
The 3 things I'm grateful for?
Yeah.
I am grateful for my eyes, my brains, my lungs.
I went musical today. I'm grateful for Bon Jovi, Guns N' Roses, and Motley Crue.
They're good.
Yes.
I'm grateful for music in general.
There's a lot more of those hair bands I could have put in there, but there's only
bands.
3.
Quiet Riot, Poison.
Poison was actually one of them. Warrant, Skid Row.
Skinny Pop.
Yeah, Cinderella. But, so that's what we're grateful for today. Let us know any experience you have with insecurity. Hit
Please
that
do.
subscribe button. Come back and see us. Until tomorrow or next time.
Wait. I'm going to have to say this. As y'all know, if you guys want us to talk about anything, please, also, you can either email us or put it in the comments. We will do our best, even if it's off topic of what the videos are supposed to be for.
Yeah, because this channel is supposed to be about relationships, therapy, overcoming obstacles, help people. But sometimes you just want to talk about
It
shit.
can be entertainment too. Just saying.
But
So, until next time, people.
take care. Bye.